Hi guys, welcome back to day 4 of the Bourbon Santa Advent calendar. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's always gonna be a good day. It's just an attitude problem. You're just having an attitude problem. Just change your attitude and the day gets better. That's the way it goes. That's the way it works. No matter what's going on. No matter what. Car stuck in a ditch. Change your attitude about it. Now it just became an adventure. Stuck in a tree. Change your attitude about it. Be a monkey for the day. Just go with it. Whatever it is, just go with it. Grab day 4 out of your box. Now, before I pour it, I'm sure you guys have noticed that this one is very light in color. It's like honey, yellow. I don't even know. I don't even know what color you would call this, but it's way lighter than what we've had so far. So you know automatically this is going to be a little bit different than what we've had already. So let's get it dizzy. And then let's give it a sniffy sniff. Let's just give it a sniffy sniff and see what it says to us in the sniffy sniff. Yeah. Do you smell that buttercream? Do you smell that vanilla? Tropical fruit, like maybe hints at pineapple, maybe hints at some kind of melon. Honey. Honey. There's a hint of an earthiness there. Just a little hint. Just a little hint of earthiness. And a pretty heavy dose of malt. But that vanilla, buttercream, honey, tropical fruit are the dominant nosing notes. Let's put this on our palate. Oh. Oak, hint of smoke. There's a little citrus there. Honey, little almond. A little bit of toffee. I get a little bit of not quite saltwater toffee, but a little bit of toffee. More like the texture than the taste of toffee. It's just a note there that reminds me of toffee. Oh man, there's something warm and brown. Warm and brown. That's not a great note, right? That's a terrible note. There's something warm and brown there. Like maybe it's the almonds, maybe it's a little bit of a date note, but something warm and brown. Sorry, that was a good one. I have no script for these videos. In case you guys couldn't tell, I just talk and sometimes dumb stuff comes out of my mouth. Oh my god. Warm and brown. Oh, let's talk about the finish. The finish is medium to long. It's a little bit nutty. Honey comes with it. There's a hint of white pepper and oak. And it's a weird sensation for me. I don't know if you're getting this too. But it's not drying my mouth. it's drying my teeth. Like, right in the front, like these front teeth feel like they're dry, like it dries them, but my tongue is still salivating and not dry. So that's a weird kind of a finish there. So what is this? What is this? You probably guessed it's not bourbon, because it's not. This is my one tricky sample in this whole Advent this year. I snuck in a Scotch. This is a Scotch. And this is Glenmorangie Tale of Cake, which is a limited edition Glenmorangie Scotch. It was aged in ex-bourbon casks and then finished in Tokaji, Hungarian. I looked up how to say that word, so I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right, unless Google screwed me over. It's Tokaji, Hungarian dessert wine. Now, Tokaji is aged in huge barrels. They're just a little bit more than double the size of an American bourbon barrel. So it holds basically 2 barrels worth of Scotch at a time for finishing. So there's a little blending happening there. They're, basically, I don't know if they're batching the entire thing after the Tokaji, but 2 barrels of Glenmorangie ex-bourbon aged are going into each Tokaji barrel, and then I'm sure they're batching the whole thing. But this was a very small release. Tokaji barrels are very, very expensive, and so it's pretty difficult transportation wise because they're so big, and also because of the expense, because it's pretty rare wine. So when other people say they're finishing whiskey in Tokaji, I'm a little hesitant to believe it, especially when I don't see pictures. If I see pictures, maybe I'll believe it, but I'm not sure I believe it. But Glenmorangie, we know they're doing it, and the flavor of this whiskey is so different than regular Glenmorangie. I don't even really like Glenmorangie that much. Most of their releases, I've not been a fan of. Most of the ones I've tried. This one I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite scotches. Sadly, it's a limited edition. I was able to get my hands on enough bottles to put this in the Advent, sheerly because of a mistake on a whiskey store's part. These bottles were pretty hard to find at retail, and I happened to find them below retail because of that mistake. And I was able to get enough bottles to put into this year's Advent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. By the way, it's 46% alcohol. I never pulled the stocking off to show the bottle, so I guess I'll do that now. Glenmorangie Cake, limited edition, was our whiskey number 4, day 4, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am just as big of a Scotch lover as I am bourbon. My collection might not look that way because I have way more bourbon than I do Scotch, but the problem is I drink my Scotch faster than I drink my bourbon. So the Scotch tends to disappear. Now I typically like single barrel cask strength Scotch, and that's where where my heart lies in the Scotch world. So my collection of Scotch is a little smaller than my collection of bourbon, but I absolutely love Scotch, and I'm glad that I was able to put this Scotch into the Advent so you guys could try it. I hope you loved it. Until tomorrow, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Change your attitude. Just like that. The whole day's better. Are you having a bad 5 minutes or a bad day? Don't milk your bad 5 minutes all day. Change your attitude. Have a good day.